Hello, my dear JEE aspirants. Hope you're preparing well for 2026 January shift exams. Preparation levels should be at its best. In this session, I'll be doing 2025 JEE main trigonometric functions of January shift. Totally, there were 6 questions asked from this January shift trigonometry function chapter. One by one, we shall discuss. Okay. Various questions asked from different topics I've given here. From trigonometric identities, one question was asked. Compound angle formula, 2 questions. Finding maximum and minimum values, that is finding a range of the function, one question was asked. And trigonometric equation, one question. Miscellaneous, one question, means question based on a practical problem, based on the figure I can tell. Okay, a word problem was given connected to trigonometry that have included in miscellaneous. Okay, totally 6 questions were asked from trigonometric functions in January shift 2025 JEE main. We'll discuss one by one. Take the first question. Sum of all values of theta belonging to the closed interval 0 to 2 pi satisfying 2 equations they given here. One is 2 sine square theta equal to cos 2 theta. Another equation is 2 cos square theta equal to 3 sine theta. We shall solve the 2 equations and find the common values of theta and find sum of all values of theta in the interval 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi is one cycle, we know. Well, first we'll take this equation. Given 2 sine square theta given 2 sine square theta equal to cos 2 theta, correct? First equation is 2 sine square theta is equal to cos 2 theta. We shall write this in terms of quadratic in sign. Cos 2 theta, there are various formulas. 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 sine square theta, cos square theta minus sine square theta, 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. The one which is suitable here is 1 minus 2 sine square theta because I got sine square function on the left hand side. So I'll write cos 2 theta as 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Correct? From this, what I'm going to get? 2 sine square theta plus 2 sine square theta becomes 4 sine square theta. 4 sine square theta is equal to 1. So what we get from this? Sine square theta is 1 by 4. Sine square theta is 1 by 4. So sine theta is plus or minus half. Sine theta is plus or minus half. Correct? Another equation we'll take. We shall find a solution for this equation also. Then take common value. Okay? 2 cos square theta is equal to 3 sine theta. Another equation. Here we shall write cos square theta as 1 minus sine square theta. We know cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. So from there, we shall write cos square theta as 1 minus sine square theta. So that we get quadratic in sign. Correct? This is 2 into cos square theta is 1 minus sine square theta is equal to 3 sine theta. That you keep as this. 2 into 1, 2 minus 2 sine square theta is equal to 3 sine theta. Correct? Open the bracket. Write all the terms to one side. This is shifted to other side. Becomes 2 sine square theta. 2 sine square theta plus 3 sine theta minus 2 equal to 0. Correct? Minus 2 sine square theta, take that side. Plus 2 sine square theta plus 3 sine theta minus 2 equal to 0. Writing all the terms to one side. We can factorize this. This is quadratic in sign. Adding you should get 3. Multiplying you should get minus 4. Correct? So factorize this. What do you get? 2 sine square theta plus 4 sine theta minus sine theta. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. 2 into minus 2 also minus 4. 4 sine theta minus sine theta minus 2 equal to 0. 4 minus 1, 3. 4 into minus 1, minus 4. Take 2 sine theta common from the first 2 terms. 2 sine theta is common. What remains is sine theta plus 2. Correct? Here minus 1 is common. What we get is sine theta plus 2. Sine theta plus 2 is again common, you see. Correct? Sine theta plus 2 is common. If sine theta plus 2 is common, what remains is 2 sin theta minus 1 equal to 0. A into B is 0 means either A equal to 0 or B equal to 0. Sin theta plus 2 equal to 0 will give sin theta equal to minus 2, which is not possible, correct? Sin theta equal to minus 2, or here 2 sin theta equal to 1 will give sin theta is equal to half. Sin theta equal to minus 2 is not possible. Sin theta equal to half is possible. Here we got sin theta equal to plus or minus half. The common value of theta, common value of sin theta is half, correct? The sin theta equal to half is satisfied for both the equation. Sin theta equal to minus half to satisfied for this, but not for this, correct? So a common value of sin theta from 1 and 2 will get 1 intersection 2, I'll write 1 intersection 2. 1 intersection 2 gives sin theta is equal to half. Sin theta is equal to half. Sin theta is equal to half means theta is equal to pi by 6 or even 5 pi by 6. You know, sine of an angle equal to sine of its supplement. In the interval 0 to 2 pi, sine function is positive only in the first and second quadrant. First quadrant angle is theta equal to pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 half. Sine of pi minus pi by 6 also half. Pi minus pi by 6 is 5 pi by 6. Only two values of theta we have. These two are the values of theta which belongs to the interval 0 to 2 pi. They asked to find sum of the values of theta, sum of all values of theta. Only two values of theta are there. Therefore, sum of all values of theta is, sum of all values of theta is, sum of all values of theta is how much? Pi by 6 plus 5 pi by 6. How much we get? That is equal to pi, correct? 6 pi by 6, this is pi. Option D is answer. Very simple question asked on 22nd of January, second shift 2025. Okay. Simultaneously you have to solve the two equations. Solve this equation and this equation. Get the common value of theta and find sum of the values of theta satisfying both the given equations. Answer is pi. Pi by 6 plus 5 pi by 6. So the 6 pi by 6 equal to pi. Option D is the answer. Move on to the next one. Solution is also shown here. Detailed solution is shown here. Move on to the next one. Question number 2. Let the distance between the two parallel lines be 5 units. So there are two parallel lines. Distance between those two parallel lines is given to be equal to 5 units. And a point P lie between the lines at a unit distance from one of them. An equilateral triangle PQR is formed such that Q lies on one of the parallel lines while R lies on the other. Find QR the whole square. So we should draw the figure and get the answer here. So we shall draw the two parallel lines. Okay. Distance between the two parallel lines is given as 5 units. We should represent the two parallel lines like this. Two parallel lines. Distance between the two parallel lines is 5 units. Distance between the two, distance between the perpendicular distance between the two parallel lines is 5 units. And a point P lie between the lines at a unit distance from one of them. So I'll take the point P to lie here, which is at a distance 1 unit from one of the lines. So this much is 1, no? This much is 1, so this will be 4. So that total distance between the two parallel lines is 5, correct? An equilateral triangle PQR is formed. P is already there here. PQR is formed such that Q lies on one of the parallel lines, R lies on the other. Okay. Q is on one line, R lies on the other. Q I'll take here, R I'll take here. So that PQR forms an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is formed. Q is here and R is here. Join this PQR. An equilateral triangle is formed. PQR. An equilateral triangle. You know that in an equilateral triangle all the angles are equal to 60 and all the sides are also equal to 60 degree. 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. Equilateral triangle is a PQR. Q lies on one of the parallel lines while R lies on the other. Want to find QR square. All the sides are equal. This side is equal to this side is equal to this side. In an equilateral triangle, each angle is equal to 60 degree. Each of the interior angle equal to 60 degree and all the sides are equal. Want to find QR square. QR the whole square. QR square is equal to how much? You have to find out. And I'll call these points on the two parallel lines I'll call this line L1 and L2, and let this point be M, and this point is N. Okay, PM is 1 unit and PM is 1 unit, PN is 4 units, so that Mn is 5, correct? So I'll take this PM is equal to 1 unit and PN is equal to 4 units, so that Mn is 5. The total distance between the two parallel lines is 5 units. Okay, according to the question I have drawn the figure. My aim is to find QR, and this is a right angle triangular. PQM is a right angle triangle. If you can find out PQ and PQ or PR, one of them, that will be same as QR, correct? QR is same as PQ, same as PR, correct? In an equilateral triangle we have, what we have in an equilateral triangle, PQR, correct? PQR. We have PQ is equal to QR is equal to PQ is equal to QR is equal to RP. We have PQ is equal to QR is equal to RP, correct? PQ is equal to QR is equal to RP. That will find out. This is called star. I want to find QR square. So what we'll do is, we'll go to this right angle triangle PQM. This is angle, we call it as theta here. Okay, this angle is theta. If this is theta, this is 90. No, this becomes 90 minus theta. This angle becomes 90 minus theta. Okay, this is 90 minus theta, this is 60. So total angle becomes 150 minus theta, and this is a linear angle 180. So this will be 180 minus of 150 minus theta. This angle will be equal to how much? 180 minus of sum of these two. 60 plus 90 minus theta. 60 plus 90 is 150. 150 minus theta. 180 minus 150 is 30. 30 plus theta. This angle becomes 30 plus theta. 30 degree plus theta. Okay. This angle is 30 plus theta. Otherwise, I'll represent outside the triangle. There is no space there. Correct? We'll represent this outside. There is no space to write. Even this also we should represent outside. Because I've done a small figure. If I mark it inside, it becomes not visible. Like this we have the figure, correct? This angle, which is 90 already, this angle is there, no? I'll represent it here. This angle is 90 degree minus theta. And this angle, I'll represent it here. That is 30 degree plus theta. This angle is 30 plus theta. This angle is 90 minus theta. Okay? Because we started from this angle equal to theta. Go to triangle PQM. In triangle PQM, what we have? I want to relate with the side PM. PM is the opposite side to angle theta. I will express PM in terms of PQ. So if you want to relate PM and PQ, I can go for cosec theta, or I can go for sin theta also. Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, correct? Sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. Sin theta is equal to how much? Opposite side PM divided by hypotenuse is PQ, correct? So PM is how much? PM is already 1. So sin theta is 1 by PQ. Sin theta is 1 by PQ because PM is 1. So take reciprocal on both sides. We get cosec theta is equal to PQ. Taking reciprocal on both sides. Go to other triangle PRN. In triangle PRN, I can define cos theta here because I want to relate 4. You know this PN is 4 with this, and this becomes a hypotenuse. I want to relate this angle is 30 plus theta. No, for that angle I am finding cos function, cos of 30 plus theta, or go for secant of 30 plus theta directly. Secant of 30 degree plus theta. Secant is hypotenuse by adjacent. Hypotenuse is PR. Correct? Divided by, because I want to relate the adjacent side and hypotenuse. For this angle 30 plus theta, this is adjacent side because I know this value of Pn. Correct? Pn is 4. PR by Pn. PR is one of the side of an equilateral triangle. Pn is 4. So I'm getting PR is equal to cross multiply. PR is 4 into secant of 30 plus theta. 4 into secant of 30 plus theta. So PR and PQ both are equal from equation 1. From equation star. From equation star, PR is same as PQ. Correct? These two are same. So this is from 1 into, I'll equate this. Using star, I can write that both these equations 1 is equal to 2. Equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Because left hand side is same as right hand side. So I'll equate them. What I'm get? Cosec theta is equal to 4 into secant of 30 plus theta. Correct? Cosec theta is equal to PQ is same as PR because they are the sides of an equilateral triangle. So I'm equating these two. Cosec theta is equal to 4 into secant of 30 plus theta. 30, not theta, it is 30 plus theta. Sorry. 30 plus theta. 30 degree plus theta. Secant you take that side becomes cos. Correct? Cos of 30 degree plus theta is equal to 4 into cosec will come this side becomes sine. Correct? Reciprocal of sine is cosec or reciprocal of cosec is sine. Expand this using compound angle formula. Cos of A plus B. Cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Expand it. What we get? I'll write here itself. Cos of A plus B is cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. Cos 30 degree into cos theta. Correct? Minus sin 30 degree into sin theta is equal to what we have 4 sin theta. Correct? Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. Correct? So what I am getting is root 3 by 2 into cos theta minus sin 30 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 sin theta is equal to 4 sin theta. Correct? I'll write in the next line is equal to 4 sin theta. Multiply the entire equation by 2. What we get? Root 3 cos theta minus sin theta is equal to 8 sin theta. Correct? This is equal to root 3 cos theta, 8 sin theta plus sin theta is 9 sin theta. Correct? Sin by cos is tan. Correct? So this becomes what? Root 3 by 9 is equal to sin by cos is tan. So tan theta I am getting. Tan theta is root 3 by 9. Or 9 you can write 3 into root 3 into root 3. So tan theta is 1 by 3 root 3. Tan theta is equal to 1 by 3 root 3. Tan theta I am getting like this. 1 by 3 root 3. My aim is to find what? My aim is to find QR. QR I have to find out. QR is same as PQ same as PR. So find out PR. PR is same as QR. Correct? So using this equation, PQ is how much? PQ is cosec theta, no? I'll find out PQ. That is easiest. Because if you know tan theta, I can find cosec theta. Cosec theta is PQ. Correct? My aim is to find QR. QR is same as PQ. QR is same as PQ. PQ is cosec theta. Because you know tan theta, 1 by 3 root 3. You can find cosec theta. Tan is opposite by adjacent. You can draw a triangle and mark the angle as theta. Tan theta is opposite by adjacent. 1 by 3 root 3. Correct? Tan is opposite by adjacent. 1 square is 1. 3 root 3 square is 27. 27 plus 1, 28. This will be root 28. Root 28. So cosec theta is hypotenuse by opposite side. Cosec theta will be root 28 by 1. Root 28. So QR I got. They asked to find QR square. QR square is root 28 square. That is 28. Over. Answer. Question asked on 22nd of January, second shift, 2025. Practical kind of question with a figure we are drawing figure. It's a word problem, we can tell. Okay. Hope it's clear. Forms an equilateral triangle. I'm finding PQ in this triangle. I want to relate the hypotenuse and opposite side. Here I want to relate the hypotenuse and adjacent side. This angle is 30 plus theta and this angle is 90 minus theta. I am referring to this. This angle is theta. Cosec theta we can define. Cosec theta is hypotenuse by opposite. Here secant of 30 plus theta is hypotenuse by adjacent. Then equate. I got this side equal this side, correct? Equate and find out tan theta. Expand compound angle formula. Cos of A plus B. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay, simplify. Cos 30 degrees root 3 by 2. Sin 30 degrees 1 by 2. Root 3 cos theta minus sin theta equal to 8 sin theta. Multiplying the entire equation by 2. And 8 sin theta plus sin theta becomes 9 sin theta. Sin by cos tan. Tan theta is root 3 by 9. Root 3 by 9 is 1 by 3 root 3. If you know tan theta, I can find cosec theta. Tan theta is opposite by adjacent. Cosec theta is hypotenuse by opposite side. So cosec theta I got root 28, which is QR. QR square is 28. Numerical type question. Move on to the next one. This is solution shown here. Beautiful figure is drawn here to show everything. 30 plus theta and 90 minus theta, theta, all those things. This figure you can refer, and if you want to take a screenshot of this. My figure is messed up actually because it's a small figure I could draw and could not write properly. I have marked outside. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this. Beautiful figure is given here. Okay. And the solution is also shown here. Move on to the next one. Question: value of sine 70 degree into cot 10 degree into cot 70 degree minus 1. Question asked on 23rd of January, first shift. Take the given expression. I'll call JEE. Given expression is equal to sine 70 degree into cot 10 degree into cot 70 degree minus 1. Sine 70 degree, keep as it is. Inside the bracket, write cot as cos by sine. Cos 10 degree divided by sine 10 degree. Here it is cos 70 degree divided by sine 70 degree minus 1. This is equal to sine 70 degree, correct? Take LCM here. Sine 10 into sine 70 degree minus, this is y1, correct? So this will be cos 10 degree into cos 70 degree minus sine 10 degree into sine 70 degree, correct? Sine 70 degree is going to cancel. Numerator inside the bracket takes the form cos A cos B minus sin A sin, which is cos of A plus B, correct? This becomes cos of A plus B, cos of 10 degree plus 70 degree, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, cos of A plus B divided by sin 10 degree. And here this is numerator is cos 80, it becomes. Cos 80 is same as sin 10 because 80 and 10 are complementary angles. Cos 80 is same as sin 10, correct? Sin 10 degree divided by sin 10 degree, which is equal to 1, because cos 80 is cos of 90 minus 10. Cos 80 is cos of 90 degree minus 10. Cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta, correct? First quadrant, every trigonometry function is positive. 90 means cofunction. Cofunction of cos is sine. Cos 8 is cos of 90 minus 10. This is sin 10. Cos 80 degrees sin 10. Sin 10 by sin 10 becomes 1. So answer is 1. Option A. Very simple question asked on 23rd of January, first shift. Writing cot as cos by sin. Cot as cos by sin. Take LCM. Sin 10 is going to cancel. Numerator becomes cos A cos B minus sin A sin, which is cos of A plus B. Cos 80 by sin 10. Ratio becomes 1 because cos 80 is same as sin 10 using the concept of allied angles. Move on to the next one. Solution is also shown here in detail. Move on to the next one. Question number 4. Let the range of this function f of x is given like this. Okay. It's the interval alpha beta. Want to find the distance of the point alpha beta from the line 3x plus 4y plus 12 equal to 0. Question asked on 23rd of January, second shift. So first find the range of this function. Simplify that given trigonometric function first. F of x is given like this. F of x is equal to what we have? 6 plus 16 into cos x into cos of pi by 3 minus x into cos of pi by 3 plus x into sine 3x into cos 6x. Here we can make use of some of the important results. We know cos A, cos 60 degree minus A into cos 60 degree plus A is 1 by 4 cos 3A. I'm using that result here for this. What is the result we have? Cos A into cos of 60 minus A into cos of 60 plus A. Cos A into cos 60 minus A into cos 60 plus A is equal to what? 1 by 4 cos 3A. Correct? 1 by 4 cos 3A. So this is equal to what? 6 plus 16 into here cos A cos 60 minus A into cos 60 plus A. Product of these three. 60 degree is nothing but pi by 3. Simplified form of this product is 1 by 4 cos 3x. Correct? 1 by 4 into cos 3x into what we have is sin 3x into cos 6x. So much. 4 ones are 4 fours will cancel. 6 plus 4 into cos 3x into sin 3x into cos 6x. Correct? This is equal to 6 plus 4 I can write 2 into 2. 2 into 2 cos 3x into sin 3x. Correct? Into cos 6x. This takes the form 2 cos theta sin theta. 2 cos theta sin theta sin 2 theta. This takes the form sin 2 theta. Correct? This becomes sin 6x. So what we get is equal to 6 plus 2 into sin 6x into cos 6x. This takes the form 2 sin theta cos theta again, which is sin 2 theta, becomes sin 12x. Correct? This becomes 6 plus 2 sin theta cos theta, which is sin 2 theta, becomes sin of 12x. We can find the range of this function. Range is lying between the minimum and maximum value. You know, maximum value of sine function is 1 and the minimum value of sine function is minus 1. So f max we can find out. Therefore f max is equal to maximum value of sine function is 1. So 6 plus 1 becomes 7. F minimum value of sine function is minus 1. 6 plus minus 1 is equal to 5. So range will lie in the interval where it takes the maximum and minimum values. Range of this function is lying between the minimum and maximum values. Minimum value is 5, maximum is 7. Range is given to be equal to the closed interval alpha beta according to the question. So alpha is 5 and beta is 7. Want to find distance between the point and the line. You need to apply the perpendicular distance formula, length of the perpendicular between the point x1, y1 and the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. The point is alpha beta. The point is alpha beta, which is 5, 7, and the line is given to be equal to 3x plus 4y. The line is 3x plus 4y plus 12 equal to 0. The point you can take x1, y1. The point is x1, y1. And the line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. To find the distance between the point and the line, the formula is this. D is equal to mod of a into x1 plus b into y1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. Correct? Mod of a into x1, 3 into 5, 15, plus 4 into 7, 28, plus 12, divided by root of a square plus b square. Correct? Mod of ax1, 3 into 5, 15, 4 into 7, 28, plus 12, divided by root of a square plus b square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. This will simplify to how much? 28 plus 12, 40. 40 plus 15, 55. 55 divided by root 25, which is 5. 55 by 5, that is 11. So required answer is 11, option A. So finding the range of the function, first simplify using trigonometric function. Cos A, cos 60 degree minus A into cos 60 degree plus A. Correct? That is equal to 1 by 4 cos 3. 4 ones are 4 fours are. 4 cos 3x sin 3x cos 6x. 4 you write 2 into 2. So that terms inside this bracket is taking the form 2 cos theta sin theta, which is sin 2 theta, sine of double angle sin 6x. So 2 sin 6x cos 6x, which is again 2 sin theta cos theta, which is sin 2 theta sin 12x. Maximum value of sine function is 1. Minimum value of sine function is minus 1. So range will be the closed interval 5 to 7. Maximum is 7, minimum is 5. So range will lie between the minimum and maximum values. So alpha is 5, beta is 7. Range is given to be equal to the closed interval alpha beta. So compare, alpha is 5, beta is 7. Then find out the distance of the point to the line using mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. A point is given x1 by1 and the line is given ax plus by plus c equals 0. Length of the perpendicular from the point to the line is given by this formula. Mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. Hope it's clear. Answer is 11. That is what we got. Detailed solution is shown here. Move on to the next one. Summation r is equal to 1 to 13, 1 by sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 into sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6 is given to be equal to a root 3 plus b. A and b are integers. Want to find a square plus b square. Various options are given. Question asked on 28th of January, second shift. So whenever there is 1 by sine into sine, 1 by cos into cos, we multiply and divide by sine of the difference between second angle and first angle. This type of concept is there even in integration also. Okay, 1 by sine into sine. What you do? Multiply and divide by sine of second angle minus first angle. If it is 1 by cos into cos, then also multiply and divide by sine of the second angle minus first angle. If it is 1 by sine into cos or 1 by cos into sine, that means you multiply and divide by cos of second angle minus first angle. Okay, so that's the story of 1 by sine into sine and 1 by cos into cos. 1 by sine into cos and 1 by cos into sine. Same function means multiply and divide by sine of the difference of the angle. If it is a different function, multiply and divide by cos of the difference of the two angles. Okay, here both are same function, sine sine. First you simplify this, then apply summation. In this type of questions, after simplifying, after expanding the summation, all the terms are going to cancel. At last only two terms will remain. This type of question is found even in series also. Sequence and series. Special series we have. There also we can find this type of question where all the terms will cancel out and only two terms will remain at last. Even in inverse trigonometry functions also these type of questions are there. Okay. So now summation I will apply at last. First we will consider this. Terms inside the bracket we will consider. 1 by sine into sine. See the difference between the second angle and first angle. First angle is here, second angle is here. Take the difference of those two. What is the difference here? Pi by 4 will cancel. See, second angle is pi by 4 plus second angle right here. Second angle is pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. Second angle. What is first angle? First angle is pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 is r pi by 6 minus pi by 6. Correct? R pi by 6 minus pi by 6. Open the bracket like this. See, pi by 4 cancels. R pi by 6 cancels. Minus of minus is plus. Pi by 6. So if you take the difference between the second angle and first angle, it is pi by 6. So difference between the second angle and first angle matters. Multiply and divide by sine of the difference between the second angle and first angle. That's a constant. Consider this. 1 by sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Consider this. Sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 into sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. Consider this. Multiply and divide by sine of pi by 6 because second angle minus first angle is pi by 6. Multiply and divide by sine pi by 6. 1 by sine pi by 6 into sine pi by 6 divided by sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 is half, correct? Sine pi by 6 is half. This will be 1 by sine pi by 6 is half, and this pi by 6 you write it as second angle minus first angle as shown there. So this will be into sine of second angle. Second angle is pi by 4 plus r pi by 6 minus pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 divided by what we have is sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 into sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. Here you can expand it. Here's sine of a minus b formula. Sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. Expand it. 1 by 2 becomes 2. 2 into, here expand it. Sine of a minus b, correct? Sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. Sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6 into cos of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Cos of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6 into sin of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Correct? Whole thing is divided by what we have is sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 into sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. Correct? Separating the terms. Divide this by this. When you divide this by this, sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6 will cancel. Correct? Divide this by this. Sine of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6 cancels. Cos by sin is cot. Correct? Cot of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 I'll get. I can rub this part. This is not required anymore. More space is required because a little bit lengthy question. This is comparatively. So this is equal to what I'm going to get, that is 2 into cos by sin is cot. Cot of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Cot of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. Correct? Minus, here is separate term. Divide this by this. When you divide this by this, sine of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 cancel. This will cancel. Cos by sin again cot. Cot of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. Cot of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. This type of question is already appeared in the JEE mains, okay? And even in JEE advanced also you can find this type of question. So if you practice all the PYQs of JEE advanced from 2015 to 2025, last 10 or 12 years you practice all the questions, and even JEE mains also work out all the questions from 2019 to 2025. Definitely you'll end up getting 99% in all the subjects. I'm sure. You work out all the PYQs of JEE mains and JEE advanced and study all the formulas thoroughly. Definitely you'll get good marks. You'll end up with getting in NITs. Okay, 100% guaranteed. So summation is there now. I got simplified form. Now I'll take the summation for this. Summation of r equal to 1 to 13. So summation of this, correct? Some of the terms I should apply. I'll call this as this terms inside the bracket. No, I'll call some yes, okay? Some yes I'll call. SR I'll call. SR. S suffix R. This is. So summation of r is equal to 1 to 13 for SR I should apply. Therefore summation of r is equal to 1 to 13 of S suffix R. That means 2 is kept outside, 2 we keep outside, apply summation for this. Summation r is equal to 1 to 13 for this. Cot of pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 minus cot of pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. Various values are gone, put r is equal to 1, r is equal to 2, like that, go on, apply. Many of the terms will cancel, at last only 2 terms will remain. Then apply the value and get the answer. So this is equal to, I'll write here, this is equal to 2 into, but when you put r is equal to 1, 1 minus 1, 0. 0 into pi by 6, 0. 0 plus pi by 4 becomes cot pi by 4 there. Cot pi by 4 minus, when you put r is equal to 1 here, pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Pi by 4 is 45 degree, pi by 6 is 30 degree. 30 plus 45, 75. Cot 75 becomes minus cot 75. Cot of 5 pi by 12. Putting r is equal to 1, I got like this. Next I'll put r is equal to 2. When you put r is equal to 2, this becomes 2 minus 1, 1. 1 into pi by 6, pi by 6. Pi by 6 plus pi by 4, what I got there, like that only, for r is equal to 1. Correct? For r is equal to 1, what I am got here. Same thing I am getting this for r is equal to 2. Next term, here, not over, this term, this bracket is not complete. Cot of, here pi by 4 plus, putting r is equal to 2. 2 pi by 6. 2 pi by 6 is pi by 3. Pi by 3 is 60. Pi by 4 is 45. 60 plus 45 is 105. 105 degrees, 7 pi by 12. Correct? Cot of 7 pi by 12. This is cot of 7 pi by, bracket is not required here. Bracket is not required. Directly I'll write. Cot of 7 pi by 12. This is for second term. Third term, one more I'll show. Third term got by putting r is equal to 3 in this, r is equal to 3 in this. When you put 3 here, 3 minus 1, 2. 2 pi by 6 is pi by 3. Pi by 3 plus pi by 4 is 7 pi by 12, as we got there. Cot of 7 pi by 12. 7 pi by 12 minus cot of, for r is equal to 3 here, 3 pi by 6. 3 pi by 6 is pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus pi by 4, that is 3 pi by 4, correct? 9 pi by 12, which is 3 pi by 4. Like that it goes on, simplify. Correct? Last term I'll write. Last term is got by putting r is equal to 13. 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 pi by 6, 2 pi. 2 pi plus pi by 4. 2 pi is 8 pi by 4. 8 pi by 4 plus pi by 4, 9 pi by 4. Cot of 9 pi by 4 I'll get. Cot of 9 pi by 4, correct, minus cot of how much? 9 pi by 4, correct? No, I got, putting r is equal to 13. 13 minus 1, 12. 12 pi by 6 is 2 pi. 2 pi is 8 pi by 4. 8 pi by 4 plus pi by 4, 9 pi by 4. Next, last term is here. For r is equal to 13, what I am getting? For r is equal to 13. 13 pi by 6. 13 pi by 6 plus pi by 4. How much is that? 13 pi by 6 plus pi by 4. Correct? LCM of 6 and 4 is 12. 6 2s are 2 into 13, 26 pi. And 4 3s are, so 3 pi, 29 pi by 12. Cot of 29 pi by 12. Like this, and close this bracket too. This is not required for us. See, many of the terms are cancelling here. Cot 5 pi by 12 cancel, these two cancels. This will cancel with this, minus cot 7 pi by 12 plus cot 7 pi by 12 cancels, will add up to 0. This will cancel with the next term. This will cancel with the previous term. What will not cancel is the first and the last. Only two terms will not cancel, correct? This will cancel with this. This will cancel with this. This will cancel with the next term. This will cancel with the previous term. So this and this are not cancelled. So what is left is 2 times cot pi by 4, cot pi by 4 minus cot of 29 pi by 12. I can subtract 24 pi by 12 for this. So that I can get reduced, the angle gets reduced, because cot function, every trigonometric function is a periodic function. For cot and tan, now we can subtract even multiples of pi. I'll subtract 2 pi for this. 29 pi by 12 minus 2 pi becomes 5 pi by 12. Cot pi by 4 is 1. Cot pi by 4 is 1. This will become cot 5 pi by 12. Cot 75 degree. This will become cot of 5 pi by 12 by subtracting 24 pi by 12. Okay. Cot 75 degree, which is 2 minus root 3. 2 minus root 3. So this is equal to 2 into 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus of minus becomes plus root 3. I want to compare with what? A root 3 plus b. Multiply 2 inside. So 2 root 3 multiply inside 2 root 3 minus 2. Compare with a root 3 plus b. Comparing with a root 3 plus b, where a and b are integers according to the question. If we compare, this is given in the question. A root 3 plus b is given. Correct? A is equal to 2 if we compare. And b is equal to minus 2. Want to find a square plus b square. Therefore, finally, a square plus b square is equal to 2 square plus minus 2 square. 2 square is 4. Minus 2 square 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Required answer is 8. Option C is the answer. Very nice question asked. Okay. But this type of question is already asked in the previous years. Okay. Even in JEE Advanced, this type of question was asked. Even in JEE Main also, this type of question was asked earlier. And in trigonometric equation, once it was asked. Okay. So it's a commonly asked question. So multiply and divide by sine of second angle minus first angle. 1 by sine into sine. Or if it is 1 by cos into cos, 1 by sine into sine is given, or 1 by cos into cos is given. Multiply and divide by sine of second angle minus first angle. If they give 1 by sine into cos, or if they give 1 by cos into sine, different functions, no? So multiply and divide by cos of second angle minus first angle. If they give 1 by sine into sine, or if they give 1 by cos into cos, multiply and divide by sine of second angle minus first angle. If they give 1 by sine into cos, or if they give 1 by cos into sine, different functions, you multiply and divide by cos of second angle minus first angle. Okay. Move on to the next one. Solution is shown here. Answer was 8, which is option C, as I told. I think this is the last question of January shift trigonometry function chapter. Only 6 questions we could find from this. Okay. I'll be uploading more and more videos in the coming days. Please subscribe to my channel and share it to your friends. Very beneficial. Okay. With a lot of benefits, you will be watching these videos. Correct. So this type of question asked even in CET exam also in 2025, sin x plus sin square x equal to 1. They asked to find something cos square x plus cos power 4x like that. So from the given equation, x belongs to the first quadrant, you have to find the value of this expression. So big expression is given. So given sin x plus sin square x equal to 1. From the given equation, I can write sin x plus sin square x equal to 1. Correct? This is a given equation. From this we could write this as sin x is equal to 1 minus sin square x. Rearrange the terms. And 1 minus sin square x is cos square x. 1 minus sin square x is cos square x. Do squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. What we get? Sin square x is equal to cos power 4x. Correct? Squaring on both sides. Sin square x equal to cos power 4x. Or I can write this as sin square x divided by cos square x is equal to cos square x. Correct? Sin square x divided by cos square x is equal to cos square x, because I wrote cos power 4 as cos square into cos square. Cos square into cos square is cos power 4 if you cross multiply. That is sin square by cos square is tan square x. Tan square x is equal to cos square x. Correct? Tan square x is equal to cos square x. Sin x equal to cos square x. I'll be using this. I'll be using sin x equal to cos square x. Correct? This is also useful in working out this, finding out this value. Also I'll be using this. Tan square x equal to cos square x. Both I'll be using. So start with the given expression. Required is what? cos power 12x plus tan power 12x, correct, plus 3 times cos power 10x, 3 times cos power 10x plus tan power 10x plus cos power 8x plus tan power 8x plus cos power 6x into tan power 6x. Correct? This is what you have to find out. Go on, simplify. See, tan square x equal to cos square x, no? So tan power 12x will be same as cos power 12x. I'll express in terms of cos because cos power 2 will be sine, and go on, simplify it. First I'm using this. Tan square x equal to cos square x means tan power 4x will be cos power 4x, tan power 6 will be cos power 6, tan power 8 will be cos power 8, like that. Tan power 12 will be cos power 12, correct? Tan power 12 is same as cos power 12. Tan power 12 is same as cos power 12x. Tan power 10x, this is same as cos power 10x. Correct? Tan power 8x is same as cos power 8x. And tan power 6x is same as cos power 6x. What we get now? So cos power 12x plus cos power 12x becomes 2 times cos power 12x. Correct? Here 3 into what we get? Cos power 10x plus cos power 10x. Tan power 10x is same as cos power 10x. Cos power 10 plus cos power 10 becomes 2 times cos power 10x. Tan power 8x is same as cos power 8x. So cos power 8x plus cos power 8x becomes 2 times cos power 8x. Plus tan power 6x is same as cos power 6x. Cos power 6x plus cos power 6x is 2 times cos power 6x. Correct? This is equal to 2 into cos power 12x, 2 into cos power 12x plus 3 into 2, 6, 6 into cos power 10x, correct, plus 3 into 2, 6, cos power 8x plus 2 into cos power 6x, and further 2 into, I'm using this now, cos square x is sin x, so cos power 4x will be sin square x, cos power 6x will be sin cube x, correct? Here 2 means it becomes 1. 4, the power of cos is 4 means the power of sin becomes 2. The power of cos is 6 means the power of sin becomes 3. The power of cos is 10 means power of sin becomes 5. So cos power 12x will be sin power 6x. Half of this. 6 half is 2 according to this. Correct? Understood, right? Cos square x is sin x. So cos power 4x will be sin square x. Cos power 6x will be sin cube x. Cos power 8x will be sin power 4x. Likewise, this is 6 into cos power 10x will be sin power 5x plus 6 into cos power 8x is sin power 4x plus 2 into cos power 6x is sin cube x. Now we can take common, correct? We can take 2 sin cube x common. In all these terms, what is there? 2 sin cube x is common. So what remains inside the bracket? Sin cube x plus 3 sin square x plus 3 sin x plus 1, like this. Taking 2 sin cube x out, factoring out 2 sin cube x, we get sin cube x plus 3 sin square x plus 3 sin x plus 1. Terms inside the bracket is sin x plus 1 the whole cube, because a plus b whole cube formula we know, correct? What is a plus b whole cube formula? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b, no? Using a plus b the whole cube formula. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus, that is 3a square b plus 3ab square, correct? Using this. Here, if you take a as sin x and b as 1, sin x plus 1 the whole cube, sin cube x plus 1 cube 1 cube is 1 found here, 3 sin square x into 1 plus 3 into 1 into sin square x, I'll get this. terms inside the bracket is nothing but sin x plus 1 the whole cube. Correct? Sin x plus 1 the whole cube. So what I am getting is 2 sin cube x into sin x plus 1 the whole cube, which could be written as 2 into sin x into sin x plus 1 the whole cube. Correct? Cube is there for both this. So sin x into sin x plus 1 the whole cube I can write. Correct? This you multiply inside. What we get? This is equal to 2 into here sin x into sin x becomes sin square x plus sin x into 1 is sin x the whole cube. This is equal to 2 into what is sin x plus sin square x from the given equation. Sin x plus sin square x is 1. Correct? I'm using this equation or this equation. Sin x plus sin square x 1. So 2 into 1 cube, which is equal to 2. Answer is 2. Option C. Very nice question on trigonometric identities. Just we use the formula sin 1 minus sin square x equal to cos square x. Then nothing much of trigonometry. Here sin square by cos square is tan square. Then go on simplify. Only 2 steps of trigonometry here. The rest all simplification. And we use the basic algebraic identity a plus b whole cube formula. Correct? So all these things you must know. So totally 6 questions were asked from trigonometric functions, various concepts, trigonometric equation, finding a range of the trigonometric function, compound angle formula, practical problem was there, trigonometric identity was there. Correct? Different types of questions were asked. So completed all the 6 questions of January shift trigonometric functions, and a detailed solution is also shown here. Okay, 2 is the answer. That is what we got. Answer 2. Nicely explained in detail. Okay, with this we complete the trigonometric functions of January shift. Many more videos will be uploaded in the coming days. Okay, with this I conclude. Thank you.